Greetings, everyone. While it's still November the 8th, this is actually a very special day. And because it's a special day, I'm going to show you something that's kind of neat. I'm going to start off by opening up one of my pen cases and getting out this thing. That is a Leonardo sketch pen. Now, what makes this an interesting thing is, of course, it is actually attributed to Leonardo DaVinci. Inside the case itself, there's extra lead, there's a sketchbook, and it would have shown up looking like this. Pretty neat. I only keep the box because it stores some of the extra stuff in it as well. So it is just kind of a neat box. It sits nicely on a shelf. Let's see here. So that is the mechanical pencil known as a Leonardo sketch pen. The next thing that I'm going to show you is this, also from Montblanc. It is a Leonardo pen. Something that you don't really get to see often. Well, they don't make them anymore. They kind of stopped making them maybe in the early 90s. Anytime I'm at a yard sale or a antique store or thrift market or any place, if I ever see one, and it's rare that I do, I buy them in whatever sort of shape they're in. And I often will carry them with me as well if I can anyway. So they have a very unique shape. And if you look at the back of the packaging here, that's actually the shape of the pen itself. Now, what's great about that is it's not really going to roll away very easily. So, as I said, today's a special day. And what we're going to do is we're going to celebrate Leonardo. But we're going to do it in a different way, because I know a Leonardo, but not actually a Leonardo. We'll just call him, let's say, Leo. And this is for him. So what I'm going to do is a quick little sketch, but we're going to use ink. So we're going to use this fun green, and we're also going to use this royal blue. And as a bonus, I got a quick selection of a metallic silver marker. And let's bring out a couple of these, which I've set aside as well. All right. And just because I don't want to make too big of a mess, I have this plastic container that I'm going to set off to one side just to put the ink into in case I knock something over. First, we're going to bring out this mechanical pencil. So I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. This is actually a long weekend, of course. Now you might see what I'm doing. And it's been quite some time since I've drawn one of these creatures. But we're going to get a rough idea So the weekend is pretty much upon us. I guess you could say now it's the weekend. Being that it's Friday night. Like I said, this is just a rough, quick thing. Then we're going to use this Leonardo pen. We're just going to flesh out what I would have very quickly sketched with the pencil. So this is something I think it's fun to do every so often. See if you can get through sketching something very quickly. Give yourself a fake deadline of sorts. Sometimes you might actually have a deadline. And knowing to work under pressure there's a benefit to that. Now, some of you already know that the turtles are named after Renaissance painters. Of course, you have Leonardo, and you have Donatello, you have Michelangelo, and you have Raphael. So I'm actually kind of sketching this as well. Interesting. We're going for speed, of course. Next, we're going to get this lovely green. Give it a quick shake up. I'm going to get a brush, a little paintbrush, and we're going to use it. Okay. drag around this green a little bit because this is such a fine brush. It doesn't hold much ink. That's okay. Now, the Teenage Mutant Turtles have been around for quite some time, really since the 1980s, and they keep making little comebacks every so often, and some of us have been around for as long as they have been. And there was even a point when there was like the first live action movie, and it was pretty cool because I believe Jim Henson was involved with it, and Jim Henson was famous for lots of things, including Sesame Street, of course, The Muppet Show, The Dark Crystal, so a lot of us were familiar with the work. There was even a point where there was like a sitcom called Dinosaurs. And from what I remember, that had a pretty sad ending. So like I said, we're just going to do this quick. And this is unpracticed, of course. I mean, I guess it's probably obvious. I don't remember if this Ninja Turtle actually had a catchphrase. I have a feeling that that may not have been the case. So that's all that we're going to use of this green for... Boy, you know what? I kind of forgot one other spot before I put this away. We got to do the neck here. Okay. So we'll put this green away for now. Next, we're going to bring out this blue. Ooh, nice. Ooh, vibrant. We're going to get this cool brush, and we are going to get in here with it. It's pretty dark. We're not going to need lots of it. So these detailing brushes are kind of interesting. So of course, yes, this is Leonardo. In keeping with this theme, Interesting. Seal that up. Next, we're going to bring out this Sharpie. Oh, that's fancy, I bet. And it's a lovely silver. Next, just because I often do, it's one of my favorite pens. I'll take a quick bit of detailing. While everything's still kind of wet. Now we could have left it alone, but we don't have to. So in relative reasonable time of just tinkering around for 20 minutes, I think you see where I've gone with this. I was convinced that ninjas were everywhere and that they were the coolest and most awesome of all martial artists. And maybe they are, I'm not sure. You just don't know where they are. They could be anywhere. Getting delicious snacks. Buying pizza. Because apparently, I guess, pizza's awesome. There you go. They're very quickly drawn. And right here, we will write Oh yeah, in brackets. We say he cuts his own cake. Nice and messy. Okay. Now, right here, let's give one of these kind of cakes. Like a DQ log style cake. Which are delicious, by the way. We can put a couple of these on top here, which is nonsense. Almost done. Okay. Well, that's it for now. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening. And again, just to show you some of the neat things in what was used, which is 2 pens named after Leonardo DaVinci. So they're pretty neat. Anyway, I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and we'll see you again soon.